cover Katana today because Katana is actually pumping a lot, literally up 58% in the last 24 hours, 69% in the last week, 73% in the last 2 weeks, and 38% in the last month. So this thing is going crazy. I want to talk about what I'm seeing in the charts here. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. Like I was saying before, guys, the thing's pumping 58% inside of 24 hours, which is pretty good. And it's at a little bit above a penny, 0.014. 34 million in market cap. So the market cap's still fairly low. The trading volume is pretty high compared to the market cap at 337 million. So yeah, it's a pretty decent amount of trading volume going on there. And for those of you that don't know, Katana has its own chain, right? And it literally has a perps platform on it. So they have a perps trading platform on their own chain. So I think Katana is a pretty interesting project. As you can see here, incubated by Polygon, and they have their whole DeFi protocol if you want to go to their Katana app. So, you guys can look into that and see how you like it. As you can see, this is their perps platform, 245K trading on ETH in the last 24 hours, 61K on Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. So, they got people using their platform, and then they have a whole DeFi area here where you can come and you can earn. You can go to the USDC vault, AUSD vault, USDT vault. You got good APYs here, 13% for AUSD, 9.99% for USDC. So yeah, and they got some money sitting in here too, 14.65 million, 1.58 million, 4.11 million. So yeah, a lot of people are using the platform. I think this platform has some promising growth potential for the future, and I would definitely say don't sleep on the project. Now we are in a bear market, so I'm going to be bearish on literally everything until the end of the year because that's just how the bear markets work. So yeah, there's going to be ups and downs, and right now is one of those up periods. But don't forget to take your profits because remember we're in a bear market. So this thing could continue to run upwards, but we got to be careful. Now let's kind of talk about what's going on here. So this right here, what we have forming up here on Katana is actually a rising wedge. So we have a rising wedge here forming on Katana, but if you also think about it, we also had an ascending triangle here. So if we take this off, right, and take that off, and then look at this from a different perspective, a different viewpoint, you can see that we just broke out of a bullish pattern, right? When you look at it from a different point of view, right? This is 30-minute chart, right? So this is as close as we can get. Now, an ascending triangle is a bullish pattern, right? But rising wedges are bearish patterns. So how did we just break out of a bullish pattern, but we're still trading within a bearish pattern, which is the rising wedge? So if you come back over here and you look at this, yeah, it's impressive what we just did and how it broke out here. It was supposed to, this is a ascending triangle, but don't forget the fact that we are now trading within this rising wedge, which is bearish. And not only are we trading within our bearish rising wedge here on Katana, we also have lower highs on the MACD. And if you look over here, lower highs on the MACD, bearish divergence, and simultaneously having higher highs on the chart while having lower highs on the MACD. That is bearish divergence in its whole essence. So as you can see here, lower highs on the MACD, boom right there, boom right there. And then you come over here on the charts, you're getting higher highs, boom, boom. Again, higher highs on the charts, lower highs on the MACD, bearish divergence. So yeah, we're bearish right now. That's pretty much what I'm saying. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that Katana can't just randomly take off and keep going. Like it shouldn't do it, but it could, right? We had an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle broke up to the upside. Now we have two bearish patterns. We have the rising wedge and the bearish divergence. It doesn't mean it has to go down though. So because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching that, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's just going to keep going and going and going. Look, I hope this thing keeps going. I hope it does. I really do. But I'm bearish, so that's how it is. My analysis shows that it's bearish, so I gotta follow my gut and what I think. So I think this is about to be bearish. We are overbought in a percent our trend exhaustion here. Again, we also have bearish divergence. We have a rising wedge. So I think it'll come down. Now let's look at the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart here, you can see we are in this overbought range, but we're not completely overbought, right? Usually we have those reversal signals when we become completely overbought. Then we have reversal signals, right? And it kind of looks like this on Bitcoin, right? We're all the way up here inside of that overbought area on the percent our trend exhaustion, and then we reverse. Then we have this little signal being thrown up here at the top with the bar and the down arrow, but we're not seeing it on Katana, and that could just be because it just hasn't pumped enough yet. Like maybe it will go up a little bit more before it dumps, right? But one thing's for sure, I believe it's gonna dump. So whether it dumps now or it dumps in a week, I don't know. Maybe it gets to the top of the rising wedge and then dumps again. I don't know. But I do believe this thing is gonna dump. And yeah, this is all I got for you guys today, though. So let me know what you guys think about this. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. And as always, I'll be back with another video.